There we go. So I'm testing some more settings that have been added. In the graphics, there's also rendering quality. So there's like one of the things is shadow cascades. So if I lower this, you can see this actually lowers. Essentially, like with the zero cascades, this uses a single kind of texture to cover the whole area of the shadows, which renders faster, but provides like lesser quality. If it's like 4 cascades, then like there's like one map that's like really close that has a really high resolution. I can kind of see the line when it kind of transitions from higher resolution to higher, from high resolution to low resolution. And it's kind of more expensive, but I can also change the resolution. So let me keep it to 4. I can set this to ultra. This is gonna be very high quality shadows, I think. This might be really hard to see. So like for example on my ears there, if I set the ultra, that doesn't do super much here, but if I lower it, yeah, you can see this really affects it. And then if I lower the resolution, I use a single cascade. This is very low resolution shadows, which is cheaper to render. I can also adjust the shadow distance. So if I lower this actually increases the resolution, but now if I go far enough, you see those parts of the world are not correctly shadowed. If I increase it, the shadow goes further, but also the resolution's much worse. It's actually pretty cool to play with. And there's also skin weights. This is easiest to see on my avatar, so you can see my ears are kind of moving around. And they're like each vertex is being affected by multiple bones. If I lower this, you see like now it's actually more jagged. You see like my avatar, like this is cheaper to render, but you see like it looks worse. See how it's kind of jagged. And if I increase this to 2, there's gonna be better quality. 4 is gonna be even better quality. You can see like, especially around the creases, you see how it kind of makes a difference there. And I can set it to unlimited, which doesn't do much because we only support 4 right now, but in the future though. The last part is per pixel lights, so if I enable lights on this makes it significantly heavier because we're rendering lots of per pixel lights. If I lower this one down, you see there's lots of lights in the environment. And like objects like this is using toon shaders, which means like as they're rendered using the forward path, it needs, for each light that's affecting this avatar, it needs to be rendered multiple times, essentially for each light. So if I set this to 1, you see this is, suddenly the world kind of looks different, because for each object there's only one light like directly affecting it. So like this one, for example, is like much darker, but it runs faster. If I increase that, you see 2 lights, that's already better. You have like 2 lights affecting it, but as I keep increasing it, you get better and better kind of quality. If I do 8, kind of getting like diminishing returns at this point. If there's like lots of lights in a small area, that's gonna affect it. If there's not that many, that's not gonna make much of a difference, but it makes big difference for the performance. I can like, at 4, I'm looking at the mirror, I'm like, 45. If I increase this to 8, I drop to 30 frames per second. So this is much heavier, especially with the mirror on, because the mirror essentially forces everything to be rendered through forward. So that's where it like really like matters, because for the direct rendering, a lot of stuff that's opaque is rendered using the third path, which isn't affected by the setting. But unfortunately that method doesn't work with mirrors. And if I keep increasing it, you see there's like higher quality. So 8, it looks better, but just heavier. If I go 12, that's gonna be even higher quality, but like it's dropping my frame rate and can go all the way to 16. And pretty much looked at this one. So if I go 4, this should probably be still kind of good quality. And run much better. But you see, like, there's like so much facts. Like, for example, over here, I'm really dark, so if I increase this to 8, this is better quality at the cost of, more performance. So these are some of the new settings. I just implemented these. These were like super quick to add with the new system. You'll be able to play with them and customize your experience, like what you can balance, like the performance requirements and the quality you get. So it seems to work pretty well. I'm gonna work on some more settings, release this devlog, and it's gonna be in the next build. So see you in a bit. Whoa.